Okay, so in 2006, I used to play in a band called the Peatbog Fairies. Have you ever heard of them? Okay, cool. I had 7 lovely, unhealthy years with that band, and it was great. And I had a very mad summer playing with several different bands at once, as I've done a wee bit of, I'm sure, Hamer's House as well. And I went to my mum and dad's house on the south side of Loch Ness at the end of a track in the middle of a forest in a place called Therick. And I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get through this very quickly. And I was sitting there and I had some time scheduled off, and it was lovely summertime weather, and there was bees buzzing around and all that. And I was thinking, well, I've got a day at home, and then tomorrow I'm going to go to Mull for this festival. You have a festival here in Mull in the summertime, yeah? You did? You do? You did? Okay, Dodd. And I was supposed to be playing with the Peatbogs the next day, and so I went to bed, my mum and dad were away, and I woke up in the morning and ignored a phone call from the band, thinking, I'll speak to you later, I don't have to deal with you guys till tomorrow, and that's fine. So I slept in for an hour, a couple of hours, and I had a very long, extensive bath, and then I watched Neighbours and Reporting Scotland. This was when Neighbours was on Channel 1 before it moved to Channel 5 with breaks, and it's pretty tough. And so I watched Neighbours and Reporting Scotland, and then I had this. I was eating my beans on toast, which is very nice with Worcester sauce, by the way. And it's not got anything to do with it. But anyway, so I phoned the guys and in the band, and I said, "How's it going?" And they said to me, "Where are you?" And I didn't like the way they said that at all. Something about it just gave me the fear, and I said, "I'm just at home, at my mum and dad's house." And they were like, I said, "Where are you?" And they were like, "Oh, we're at the Loch Allen Ferry." And I was like, oh, and then it's kind of sunk in that I was maybe a day out or something. Does anyone else ever do that in life? I was a week out once. I turned up at a fancy dress party a week early, dressed as a pirate. That was embarrassing. That was really embarrassing. Anyway, that's another one. I don't want to. It just So yeah, I found out in this, and I realised I had messed up, and I was supposed to be meeting him on the Loch Allen Ferry, and I couldn't drive at this point in my life. And I mean, the first thing I said was, "Okay, I'll just get onto that straight away." I felt a little bit like someone might feel if you're in a complaints section of an airport or something. I just said, I got to that straight away, and then I put the phone down, and I swung round, and I spilt juice everywhere. I remember that was the first thing I did, all over my mum and dad's important papers. So I was like, oh God, I had to think about cleaning that up while I was getting a plan. I was actually going away for 3 weeks involving foreign countries, so I had to make sure I had my passport and everything like that. And I was like, right, how are you going to get there? And I was like, you're just going to have to, I don't know, start running. So I started running. I got all my stuff. It's a really long story. It must be like 5 minutes. And I started running. I had my rucksack and my fiddle and my mandolin and my stupid sheepskin jacket, which I couldn't fit in my rucksack, so I had to wear it. And it was the middle of summer, and it was like roasting hot, running down the road to Inverfarrigate by Loch Ness side. And I got there finally in record time, I might add. And then I started hitchhiking. That was the only option I had. And it was like, I remember phoning up a taxi company in Inverness saying how much to take me to Corran Ferry. And he's like, when's your boat? And I told him, he goes, oh, you'll never make it, not even if you had a helicopter. And I was like, oh, thanks very much. It's very encouraging. You just had to add that in, didn't you? Not even if you had a helicopter. Oh, thank you. Anyway, and then I was like, so I started hitchhiking, and eventually this French couple picked me up, and they were like, where are you going? And I was like, well, I'm trying to get to the island of Mull. Do you know where that is? And they're like, no, we go to Foyers, which is like 3 miles away. And I was like, okay, that'll do. So like, I just jumped out of Foyers, and then I was like, right. I knew I had a nighttime gig that night, and then an afternoon gig the next day. I thought, if I missed a nighttime one, I can at least get to the ferry, maybe sleep in a field or something next to the ferry, and then like get a lift over for there. So I've only messed up one gig, because I've got this thing of like, I have to get to the gig. I've messed up my life a lot of times before, and I always have this thing, iron thing, saying I'm going to get there. And so I started running the next bit, and I ran a few miles, and it was really hot and sweaty, and then I got picked up by an Ireland couple, and took me to Fort Augustus, and then I got an hour I lived, and then this guy had sympathy. He took me beyond Fort William to Corran Ferry. He took me the extra 6 miles, and I got on that ferry and started explaining to people my problem, because I had to get to Loch Allen Ferry, but I'd missed it by that point. I'd already missed it. But the people I was on the phone to a guy called John the Boat in Loch Allen on the other side. I had to look for John the Boat. If I could get to Loch Allen and find him, he would take me over if I had time. So like, I got to on the Corran Ferry, and then I got taken across there, and I had to come. I mentioned this lady gave me a lift. She didn't want to. I could tell she didn't like to look at me, and she didn't know why I was sweating so much and wearing a sheepskin jacket and all that. And I was like, she took me over anyway, and she took me to Loch Allen, and I found John the Boat, and then we gave him 50 quid, and then I realised on the boat, oh my God, it's 8:45, and the gig's at 9:30. And I thought, I'm going to make it. I realised it. And I got this adrenaline, this like joy, like just never had such joy in my life. I got, actually.